Hello, everyone. Thank you, thank you.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, Labs. Hi, Jen. Anyone else lurking? Um, Happy Monday. Happy?
Huh?
Happy? Hope y'all had a good weekend. Um, Hope you had fun last week with all our spooky games. We're gonna try to get a little bit back to our previous schedule, so that means drawing today. And instead of any of our usual or ongoing drawing projects, I have a fun idea I'm excited for at least this week. Um, and next week? Next week is before Halloween, right? Yeah. So this week and next week got a fun idea. We're gonna do spooky Halloween themed. I got ads coming up in a minute or two. Oh, let me open. We haven't had to play Spotify in a bit because we've been playing games. All right. So while we're waiting for ads to start, let's. All right, so I guess we'll go here first. Move over to the drawing room and show off a little bit of today's idea. So, there is an artist I very much like. I follow him on Instagram, David Hartman, and every month, or not every month, every year, he does this thing called Monsterween, which is, if anyone's familiar with Inktober, it's kind of like that, where it's 31 prompts, and the idea is you do a different drawing every day based on the prompt. So he's been doing it for a few years now, and it's always really fun to see like the art, and he reposts other people's art and stuff, and the ideas themselves are really fun too. So I am not a drawing a day person. Never ever will be. I mean, I was doing it a little bit for like a month or two, just like some warm up stuff, but no, I'm not. I'm not gonna start something like that because I know I'm not gonna finish it. But I thought it would be fun to use that as inspiration for what we're doing today. So what I have done, I didn't have time to like actually type these all out and put them in a wheel to spin. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll a die to see which year's list we're looking at. And then I did a wheel that's just 1 to 31, and that will pick which thing we're doing. So, all right, ad starts in about 20 seconds. So let's go over there now. Just get that started early. All right, well, I changed the label
Howdy,
for what.
partner.
Howdy. Change the label for what we're drawing as well. Should I do Monsterween or should I do whatever prompt we end up? No, I think I'll have the prompt written on the screen, so I'll just do Monsterween art prompts. Yeah, we'll do that. That works. Monsterween art. Okay. And then once we come back, we will roll a roll the dice, spin the wheel, and get us some drawing. Also, not going to spin the music wheel today because for today and next Monday, I think we will listen to my Halloween playlist that I listen to every October. So I think that'll be fun. Anything else I need to get set during the commercial break? God, I love Yu Yu Hakusho. Also, I don't know I don't know if this is a hot take or not because I have no idea what. I didn't look at any reviews, but I actually really enjoyed the Netflix live action adaptation of this. Like, it cut out a lot and like skipped ahead to some stuff. But considering it was only 6 episodes and probably won't, be getting a second season, I thought it was really good for what it was. Which is cool because I feel like, obviously live action adaptations are usually soulless cash grabs. Oh, that's right. I don't think I made a note for myself. So let's make a note now to think about a specific Halloween commercial break playlist. Got that note for myself. Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life. Classic Spyro. Okay, my note taking ended up taking us most to the commercial break. We got about 15 seconds left. Not too shabby. There's that darn truck. Is this the prequel to Cars? Hi, Christian. Yay, Art. Yeah, you're just in time. Elise Luna. Is that Monday? No, that can't be. Don't all the Spanish days have really long names like miércoles? Is that Tuesday? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, that is Monday? Okay. Okay, you are just in time. We just finished the ad break and we are about to sorry, I haven't had to spin the wheel in a while. All right, so okay. So first off, let's roll the dice. What we got? 5. Okay. So uno momento, por favor. That was some Spanish for you, Christian. Okay, 5. So we will be picking 2024 list of prompts. Oh yeah, so since you missed the explanation, this artist I follow on Instagram, David Hartman, that I'm a huge fan of. You can get a sense of his style from the art in the corner of each of these. But every October he does Monsterween, which is like a list of prompts, and the idea is you draw one every day up until Halloween. And it's always really fun. I've never participated because I don't want the stress of trying to draw something every day for a month, but I thought it would be good to randomly, come up with what we're going to draw today. So yeah, so the dice was to pick which year's list we're working off of. So we'll be doing this one. So let's go back to the wheel. Well, all right, back to the wheel. Okay. Let's give her a spin. I actually timed that pretty well. 23. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what's 23? Christopher Columbus, Wolfman. In the year 20, yeah. All right. When I was getting all these lists set. I just happened to see that one. I was like, I really hope I don't have to draw Christopher Columbus. But but here we are. All right, so how do I want to do this? I guess I'll get rid of everything but that one. Christopher Columbus, the Wolfman. But one thing I do like about these is that the prompts are pretty vague. That sounds amazing. Yeah, one good thing is that like the prompts are pretty vague, so you can really interpret them however. Like the today's for this year's today's prompt was something like I think Cobweb Cowboy. And he shares a lot of like what other people have done. So it was a mix of like dusty old skeletons, and then like some people did like half spiders, and like so I like that it's, you know, it's not just like draw Frankenstein. You know, it's interesting, but it's also vague enough to let you, you know, come up with your own ideas. So let's get music started. As I said, we're not going to spin the wheel because we're gonna play my Halloween spooky song mega mix playlist. Play. Come on. Spotify, you literally never free. There we go. Wow. Starting off with the Monster Mash. I did random. But. Alright, so I guess first off, let me grab some reference images. Because I cannot draw Christopher Columbus from memory. Christopher Columbus. Man, what a fucking loser. What an ugly face. Maybe outfit? Man, 15th century Italians had some wild fashion, I'll tell you that much. Let's go with this one. Put that one there. Let's get some old boats up in here. Pinta Santa. I should probably add the normal version of the Monster Mash to this playlist, but like that one feels so like we get it. Halloween music, you're gonna play the monster, you know what I mean? Alright, we'll do this. Oh, that's tiny. Let's find a better one. I feel like I'm either getting like really like Renaissance art, detailed art of the boats, or like clip art for babies. There's not a lot of good. This one might. Oh, this is good. I mean, okay. Oh wait. Okay. That'll do just fine. And then let's see. Let's do a quick little research. Like I kind of want to throw conquistadors into the mix, but like wrong country and wrong century, so maybe I won't. All right, well, whatever. We'll start with this. All right. Cristobal Colon, Mr. Colon. All right. Oh. Okay. So let's what do we even want to do? Ooh, okay. I think like every idea I'm having sounds like a real pain in the butt to draw. So I'm like okay. All right, just gotta think for a second, you know. I'm not used to coming up with the ideas on the spot. I usually have a few ideas going into it. All right. I kind of want to draw like oh, okay. You know what? I've got an idea. I've got an idea. All right. So I think let's give ourselves a little move this up there. I don't think we're gonna need the Columbus outfit reference, but I guess we'll hang on to it just in case. Maybe I'll keep the hat or something. All right. So all right, my general idea. I don't usually do thumbnails, but let's do that to figure out where we really get into it. I'm thinking, all right, this or whatever. All right, so I'm thinking maybe here's the do a low foreground, high. Now let's draw the boat first. Whatever. All right, so boats. Fun fact: go in the water. So let's see. Probably around here is how far it sits in the water. So I don't need to draw any of that. I'm thinking we draw the boat. God, that's gonna suck. I'm not even gonna like try to figure out another angle. I'm just gonna like draw the boat as it is in here. We don't need to be good right now. Thumbnailing, figuring out composition. All right. Got the big whatever. Actually, this is gonna need to be. Oh, wait a minute. No, I've got a better idea. We don't need to draw the boat. All right. So we're gonna draw like a close up of the boat. So like this will be like the like this, whatever, as it is probably going to be too small. All right, so whatever. All right, so then over here we'll put the mast, and then all right, so in the background I'm thinking we got the water, got the ocean and the sky, thinking big full moon. Well, let's. All right, so I'm thinking instead of having like a guy, it'll be like a werewolf on the side of the boat looking out over the water. I think that could be interesting. So let's see. I think I want to do like a really dark silhouette. Oh, you know what? If we have, all right, this will be cool. If we have a really big full moon in the background, wherever it ends up going, then we can do some really cool rim lighting. So he'll just be highlighted from behind. Excuse me. And then We can do like some glowing eyes. All right, we got our cool silhouette wolf. And then, all right, so, I guess if we're close up on the boat, you'll be able to see. Oh wait, I'm drawing all over the place. All right, let's get our layers figured out. Okay. So I guess we should be able to see the other side of the boat. I'll be like the other handrail or whatever. Actually, for that matter, let's get rid of that. This will be like the entire wall. And then this can be the floor of the boat. Let's get some blue in here just so I remember which of these lines is the water. Alright, so this will be water. That'll be the sky. All this will be the boat. Do we want to give him Columbus's stupid hat? God, it's such a stupid hat. Let me look at pictures of his hat again. Yes, hat. Ugh. At least try. Yeah, let me get a better picture that focuses on his stupid hat. How does this thing even work? We'll just do that. We don't need that. So like, all right, that's hair. This is the front, and then it does like a wing. Okay, I kind of get it. So, oh, you know what? Thank you song for the wolf howl, very appropriate. Alright, so it's kind of like that, but then, now it's cartoony, but we can have the ears, poking through. So that's like folds, I don't know, we'll come back to it. Very cool, backlit werewolf. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Because I think it'll work better. Alright, if he's not dead center of the image, I'm thinking, what if we do something like this? Imagine him standing like around here, so like the mask should be bigger and actually yeah, let's just do this. Actually move over a little bit. And that continues that way. And that all. Oh wait. Before I do that, move this over so it's a little bigger. Okay. So that'll be the mast. And then, all right, so the moon, maybe like that. Maybe like, you know, clouds, whatever. Make it look spooky. And then maybe on the boat itself, we could have like some splats. Like he killed some people. You know, he ate all the sailors. We really want to do something like maybe his hands are bloody, so it's dripping from there too. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that. Oh, yeah, we can also do. Get rid of this. Fire, thank you. Could do like negative space for the teeth. Ooh, yeah, I think that'll look cool. Oh yes. Let's save first. Christopher Columbus Wolfman. Okay. I think that's a pretty good. All right. In this case though, give me a second. I need more close up on a boat. Oh, we Regina Pin. Replica. That will help. Like, come on, one picture of like you on the boat. Very much. Come on. So close to finding. Oh, a small boat. Alright, so we'll get rid of this one. I know this looks very different from the other picture, but considering he had 3 boats, I imagine they were not identical. Alright. There. You go there. Oh. Alright. So. Alright, so it's not. Doesn't seem like a straight horizontal line, like there's a bit of a curve to it. So. Also gotta remember it's very close for. Oh, nope. Well, It doesn't really. Alright, it doesn't go back up, so we need to. Curve needs to stay down angle. I guess. Gotta start a new layer. Alright, so. feel like, alright, I'm doing too much of a curve. There needs to be a little bit of an angle, but not a ton of a curve. Okay, that works. Alright, so I'll put you, I guess, there? Alright, well, yeah, we'll put you there. So, alright, let's draw us a wolfman. How big is this boat? Oh, okay, there's some people there. Let's just highlight them a little bit. ASPCA, you mangy mutt. Well. Okay. So here's very good size reference. Okay. So I think we'll have Mr. Werewolf standing somewhere around here. So, alright. Alrighty. So also, how much of the other side of the boat will he be able to, I'm thinking like maybe this much. We'll get to there later. Alright, so he's right around there. Yeah, that works. So over here, maybe we'll do something. Alright. So it's like, alright, so the front of the boat's there, and then it curves up, and then that also looks like there's a slight curve to it. So take that back on the correct layer. So I'm thinking something like this, but let's warp this. Or let's see if you. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Give us a rough estimate. No, I feel so conflicted. Yeah. To be bigger. Something like this, I think. Yeah. Water probably works. I'm both really good and really terrible at perspective, like vanishing points and all that. So maybe let's draw the werewolf before we figure out the rest of the perspective. What's the interior wall or the interior of the back wall look like? So there, alright, so the floor goes to like there. So it looks like there's kind of like a wall that starts here. So that should go that way. And let's go this way. That kind of works. Man, did not think today would be putting all this work into drawing a boat. But here we are. No, I feel like that's too high. There. Change, so how much higher does that go? Oh, okay. So it kind of turns into like this railing. we'll just do that for now, and then go. Push that a little more. And then oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this two boats next to each other? It must be. There's two of these things. Two of these. Two of these. Yeah, there's okay. So really I think this is the edge of this boat, and then everything behind it is the other boat. Maybe I need to grab a different picture. No, I just need to all right, I just need to we will come back to this entirely. Let's just draw the werewolf first. All right. The bread and butter, so to speak. All right. So if you've got your hands on this, no, we'll come back to the hands. All right, werewolf. I can draw a werewolf. Let's just get a basic shape in here, and then we can work on it. No, that head's too big. Do we want a big head or like big shoulders? All right, that head is good enough for now. All right, let's figure out Columbus's stupid hat. Stupid asshole with a stupid hat. All right. I think, all right, so this is kind of like a 3/4 angle perspective, whatever. So I think from straight on, you wouldn't see so much of this part. I think. Let's do a close up. All right, so let's see what's even going on here. All right, so this is the front of his head. I think this is the side of his head. And I think from the front, you'd only see like this, and I think that's what it would look like from the front, and you'd see like a little bit of this coming down on both sides. The thing that really throws me off is like this part here, it's like a fold or something. But like I don't know how it works. But I guess as long as it, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of Renaissance era hat wear experts, looking at this. Oh, that's not the right hat. I think you'll see this part on both. Creative liberties allowed? No. This is a perfectly historically accurate Christopher Columbus Wolfman. Wolfman? Where? Yeah, Wolfman. Really, I'm not drawing a Christopher Columbus Wolfman. I'm drawing a Christopher Columbus werewolf. Yes, there is a difference. Alright, so I think it should look like that on both sides. And then... Well, actually, yeah. I think... This hat is like... My bad, of course. Yeah, you know, it's all... it's good. This hat is like non-Euclidean. Like breaking my brain and the laws of physics. Alright, so... That's the side. Alright, so the fold maybe comes up around here. And kind of... Well... Oh boy. Alright, so maybe we'll go like that. And then like that. Alright. No, sorry. I gotta look up some more reference images. Just like... I cannot picture this hat in 3 dimensions. Columbus hat. Alright, let me add Christopher Columbus hat because these results are dog doo-doo. Alright. Is it like a tricorn? Kind of. Here's another one. You need to find like just a straight on view of what this hat would look like. Because then I don't need to figure out how it works. I can just look at the reference. Man, every picture of him, he just looks like he smelled a fart. Resting genocide. Oh yeah, definitely. This is exactly what I want. Perfect, you know? That explains it all. Okay, hang on. So, despite being cheapish, Halloween costume, this does kind of... Oh, that one's weak. Alright. So that kind of makes more sense. That feels like a sailor hat, you know? Like, I wonder if it is considered like a tricorn hat. I don't know enough about pre-colonial hats. Apparently a lot of artists don't. Alright, but yeah, we'll draw it like that. Rid of that. Oh. Don't need most of you. Oops, got rid of the wrong part. Put you there. We'll just do this. No. And you, little boy. This. Alright, so yeah, the under part I don't really see of. So let's just get this. Okay. So let's make it a little more rounded. And then kind of just so all right. Let's kind of just but then all right, this needs to be I think a little these things smaller first. Then we'll make this a little bigger. Okay. Okay, now this is looking like something. This feels like a Columbus hat, sort of. Enough. It feels like enough of a Columbus hat. We did it. Mission accomplished. Okay. Oh. Alright. That took long enough. Some of this messy line. That matter. Let's just okay. Get rid of this part. There we go. Looks a little more centered. Let's fix the eyes. That. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Okay. Let's see. So, how do I want the rest of his like a big hulking werewolf? Oh wow, that's it looks like he's wearing a bib. Or no, what is it? Oh man, I feel like I had a dream. I don't remember any context for this, but someone was giving me crap. Oh, I think it was Meat Canyon. He was like, I drew my crab claws wrong or something, and he was like, when you're drawing crab claws, you have to do this, blah blah. I was like, all right, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's his bib. All right, let me. Poop. Why does it look more like a scorpion? Sorry, I just have to I just have to Google lobsters really quick so I can remember what they look. Oh, okay. Do more of a lobster. Their head keeps going, and their claws are a lot bigger. There, now that's a lobster. Simple as. Alright. For real. How bad? How bad? How big? How big do we want this werewolf? I kind of like this shape the more I look at it. It's very menacing. Maybe tone it down just a little bit. Reminds me. I want to check really quick. The other Addams Family movie theme song is not on Spotify, but I haven't looked in like years. Let's see if it's on here. Yeah, no, still not on here. Oh well. At least we got this one, that's something. I guess the other one is more a remix of Whoop There It Is than like the Addams Family, to be fair, so. Alright. Oops. The Addams Family, which one did you watch? There's two from the 90s, technically three, but one was made for TV and half the cast was different. There was two CGI ones. I don't know, the movie. You'll have to ask Richard which one you watched and get back to me. You can't. I've never listened to the musical version actually. All right, what all right, first off, was it live action or CGI? That'll narrow it down. I like this, kind of like a big triangle shape. The one where Uncle Fester is missing? Okay, that is the first of the 90s movies. I prefer the sequel, Addams Family Values, but the first one is also pretty good. So tell Richard you guys have to watch the second one where they go to summer camp. That one is the best Addams Family movie. But the first one does also have one of my favorite beats, which, if I remember correctly, is taken from one of the original comic strips. But the whole train set is so, and then like the one scene where there's like a little guy looking in the train, and he like looks out the window and he sees like Gomez all giant. That's my favorite, I think, scene from that movie. All right. So if you're standing there, where are your hands gonna be? You would like the... How dare you? Supposed to be a safe space. Have fun. And here you are coming in here and being accurate. I may be autistic, and I may like train sets, but I don't have the train autism. I have the little models and miniatures autism. Yeah. There's an overlap. Yeah. Okay, there we go. It's starting. Feet. Mm. With this silhouette, I kind of just want to give him like a big sailor coat, or like like a pea coat, but whatever those look like. I don't know. He's a sailor man. All right, I am gonna make another note to myself. Replace weird science in playlist with radio edit. Because I like the song, but it does not need to be 6 minutes long. Alright, so this is body. Alright, so there's... I'm not going to see most of these details, but just so I know, like, what part of the body goes where, in theory. No. That. Yeah. Alright, so then his body would be sort of like this. So we get a rough idea of where his torso is. Alright, so... bring this in a little bit. No, I changed my mind. Alright. Guess I've put off hands long enough. So, his elbow probably goes down to about there. And then... I feel like the two options are something like this. Let's just do this layer for now. Like the arms being down, but then you wouldn't see as much of the body. But I feel like boats were probably not that tall. The walls you walk up to. So I maybe like something like this. I feel like I need to like, all right, I'm standing, my hands on a railing. Okay. I guess it could be like the arms just barely go down, but they're like mostly at that level. And your arms are still like almost in front of you. But even then, let's do this. Because you're not really out at an angle. So your arm's there, and then like that. Werewolf head, whatever. Then I think. All right. So whoa. And coming up, my goodness, how time flies. Oh, now he just looks like a giant wolf man next to a tiny boy. All right, I think no, stop. Keep hitting new layers instead of deleting. All right. So, all right, yeah, your elbow comes down to about here. Your arm is basically still in front of you, just ever so slightly to the side. So then your hand would be like here. No, it should still be more in front. So do I have to make him higher up, maybe? Because I feel like we need to see the forearms if he's doing this like casual. I don't know. We'll come back to this. It's ad break time, so we'll go there. Alright, let's pause the music. Nope, I said pause. Alright, commercial break. Get a drink, get a snack, get a potty, do whatever business you need to do. I'll be back in a minute. Who among us does not have boys on the brain? I went and tried out some poses. This might help with the hands. We'll see. Yes. Alright. Toggles. Alright, commercial should be just about over. So let's give this another try. I got a few ideas. I'm not sure. So, all right. So the howl. Yeah, it's perfect for this one. This song is perfect for today, I should say. Alright, so one like kind of like that, then sort of goes in. Alright, so we got that. Biscuit was just doing her wolf howl too. Aw, hi Biscuit. Thanks for hanging out with us. Alright, so another one is like this. But then more of a so cute. What am I trying to so there and then kind of like this. Okay, the perspective is awful. What am I doing? Oh, Christian, do you guys have any well, maybe not even necessarily woodwind instruments, but Ted would always howl whenever I played clarinet, and like literally like that was the only time he ever howled. So I'm curious if you play like different instruments around Biscuit, if she'll howl. Still to this day never knew if he loved it or hated it, but oh, you play like every instrument. I forget what you have. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if he loved or hated when I played clarinet. Cause like, you know, he only howled when I played, that was the only thing he would do, and he wouldn't do it any other time either. Yeah. He didn't, you know, when he has like a treat or something, you know, when he has a treat, you can tell he's happy. When it's like raining or whatever, you can tell he's upset. Howling, no idea. But yeah, for some reason, just like clarinet or what was it, and the melodica too, which I guess is sort of a breath instrument, not quite a reed, but yeah. So I'm curious if you've played anything around Biscuit, if she would care. And bring her to Rick with me next week for the ensemble. Hopefully that's fun for Biscuit and not stressful. Alright, I feel like I need to draw the body first for this. She's fine with Richard's trumpet and singing piano. She doesn't really care. Yeah. Yeah, we never really play any other instruments around Ted, so I'm just so like curious what it was about clarinet, or if any other instruments would have done it. Piano. Okay, there we go. That's more what I was trying to no, let's okay. Yeah, piano didn't care. As long as there's no other little, yeah, can't have any competition. The only cute little animal in these parts. Yeah. I feel like it's probably something like most little dogs were bred for, you know, whatever reason that also leads them to dislike, well, no, I guess that doesn't make sense because Ted would treat squirrels differently from other dogs, even if he, you know, barked at both of them. Dogs, I don't know. I love all those little gifs. Anyways, Columbus Wolf, yeah. Yeah, during commercial break, I like stood up, tried to figure out poses of how you would put your hands on a railing. I feel like these are what we're working with. All right. So obviously this one on the right is the most like monstrous. You're like leaning, like getting ready to pounce or whatever. The other two look almost chill, which like I guess is what we're going for because he's just like standing there being menacing. Let's erase that a little bit. That was just to figure out. All right. Oh, I guess the other one would be like. Also, these would all be like standing at different heights. This one would be like feet there, and this one would be like feet there, whatever. What was I about to do? So like, I guess literally just right, hands there. You. And then you wouldn't see the elbows because they're behind the thing. I feel like none of these are helping. I guess I'll try to, because we've already sort of got the triangle shape. So maybe this arm should be more like that, and then be like this. Well, what? So then I guess the arm you'd see a little bit of the arm. So maybe like that. I guess we could also, I mean, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It could be something like you got your hand here, elbow, it's like your hand's going directly backwards, then you got that, and then no. Do something like that, like you're, got your arm leaning out to one side. I don't want to do that though. Yeah, I'll just get rid of those. Let's do something. So yeah, let's get rid of these torso lines. It's our song, Killer Clowns. Such a fun movie. Yay, yeah, we love our killer clowns around here. Alright, let's get rid of the torso lines, then we can just worry about where the arms are going. So something like, alright, you know what? Alright, I'm the Joker, baby. Alright. I think we're going down the right track. I think we're on the right track. That's the word. That's how you say it. Oh, completely unrelated. And I know it's been like half an hour since we talked about train sets. One thing I loved doing as a kid, yes, back to train. Wait, did you type that before I said it? Did you know I was going back to trains somehow? I'm not sure on the timing on that. If so, we really do share a brain. We share one single back on track. Yes, exactly it is. But it wasn't so much train tracks, but the like slot cars that like you basically just press a button and they go around the loop. One of my favorite things to do was to set up a loop of those and then basically decorate it like a theme park ride. So I would put like dinosaurs or whatever around it and be like, all right, this is the section of the ride where you get to this, and then going around. That was fun. I want to do that. Let's get some slot cars. Kind of related because it would usually be spooky related, like a haunted hayride or something. All right. So this is good old fashioned creative play. Yes, exactly. All right. So let's move this up a little bit. Not like all the gadgets these youngsters nowadays are on. Why, I oughta. That a bit more. Okay. Yeah. uh. Man, the boat slope is throwing off my making things lined up horizontally. Let's that better. All right, close enough, and then that's close enough. But what about the width? Okay, that is about the same size. Good. All right, so let's get back figuring out. All right, I feel like. Oh, whoops! I want that one. Let's. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Okay. All right. Let's. All right. So it needs to be more straight on instead of curved. All right. So let's see. Thumbs would be inside. Close. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like I still want to move it over more. Whoops. I guess that. Yeah, this is kind of working. All right. So what's the midpoint? Like there. So we don't want them to overlap. Move you over a little bit. Okay. All right, this is working. Um, Okay, I wasn't sure about this pose, but it's actually... Okay, this is actually looking good. I think we can get rid of this little dude because he has... I think he's helped all the help. I just want to see... it's not exactly even, but I think enough. Alright. Nope. That line. Okay. Alright, I know I keep moving the hands, but you know, sometimes that's just how you gotta iterate till you find what works. Alright, yeah, I do want to see more of the hand itself, so we'll put that there. Okay, I think... Alright, I think I'm liking this. Get rid of these lines. Here's a song. You know this song? It's basically like Nightmare Before Christmas without the serial numbers. This band does like not royalty free, but they do like basically music to use for like trailers and stuff. So I think that song is basically, it sounds very familiar. I think that song is, hey, do you want to use Nightmare Before Christmas but can't afford it? Use this song instead. I think is, you know. I think, yeah, I think I like this posing. So. Okay, this song, yeah. I was gonna say, I think you at least know this one. Bustin' makes me feel good. Alright. So now that we have him, time to figure out perspective. Alright, let's, yep, I duplicated that on purpose. Alright, get rid of this. Alright, let's make this smaller. Oh, don't need that either. Alright, let's sort of getting back to our thumbnailing. Okay. So, alright, so you're there. The rest of you is probably... Oh, there's your torso, there's your hips. It's terrible anatomy, but whatever. Okay, so... Legs... Just trying to figure out perspective. Alright, so if he's standing there. Okay. For the whole boat, we're only seeing a very small part of it, so we're probably not going to see as much of the... Alright, yeah. I know before I was saying, like, we'd see, like, the far end of the boat, but I don't think that'll work. Oh, maybe? Maybe we'll watch this movie on Halloween. The movie I know this song from. I think you'd like it. I mean, I like it. It's a good movie. Now let's make this even smaller. Yay, yeah. I'm undecided on what we're gonna watch. Smaller. Even smaller. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely watching Trick or Treat. That one is a Halloween staple. And then I try. There's another movie we usually watch every year, but since we're not doing like a bunch of movie nights, thinking maybe we'll throw something else in there instead. I don't know. We can probably watch a few movies anyway, depending on when people come over. Okay. Alright, this is a good shape, but it's way too small. Oh, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Alright. Hide that for a minute. Alright. Just do that. Do that. Okay, I think that's kinda the line. Right, that's the water. Alright, and then little man is there. Okay. So take that. Actually, let's do this too. While we're here, that okay. Alright, so now we got rough shape. So let's do this. So if our Wolfman is around here. Alright. So yeah, we're really not gonna see much of the boat. Okay. Oh. Ooh la la, okay. Christian, look, we decorated for October. We got spooky grass. I really should set a timer for this scene. I can never decide like how long to stay here and touch the grass. I figured. Very kind of you. Thank you. I needed to touch some grass. I was getting caught in the weeds on this boat business. All right. So let's move Wolfman. Unmove. All right. Yeah. So if we want to, I at least want to get the mast in there. So maybe he's standing like here. Weeds, grass. Yeah, there's something there. All right. So move him again because it was about to his waist, or yeah, chest, whatever. All right. So even though we figured out that leaving Opera or my Twitch browser, whatever, the chatbot pretty much works, but it still hasn't done the save your art reminders. Custom commands. Oh no, that's commands. Timers. Save your art 40. Oh. Dream categories are, yep, we're in the art category. 345. I don't know. Just one of the mysteries of why this works half the time and half the time it doesn't. Alright, so I feel like we either... Alright, we're either going to see a lot of the boat. Like that's the other side, and like there's the mast. Yeah, I guess yeah, that's I gotta figure out perspective, because maybe I guess if you're like looking at him dead on, you're like the same height as he is, you really wouldn't see a lot of the boat. But like, oh no, you know what I gotta do? It would be pretty low. Rotating it makes it easier. Alright, it would be pretty low, but it would also be pretty small. I think like that would be the other wall. So then the floor of the boat would go from here to here. That's all floor. So then the perspective, oh well, let's see. Let's find our, what did we do for this one? All right, kind of a low horizon. Where's the horizon? Maybe we could do like far off, but I feel like lower ocean is better because then we can see more moon and more spooky clouds, right? So yeah, maybe that goes there, and then if the boat's getting smaller, right? So the horizon is like, I don't usually get this fancy, but like, I don't know. Boats is hard. Well, actually, this will be good because it will be good for drawing boards on the floor of the boat. Yeah. Well, actually, you know, if we're gonna do this, let's really do this right. Oh, that's right. I forgot I hid so much of this. All right. Undo that. Okay. So let's make this bigger. We have room to work with. Okay, this will give us general shape of the boat. So I think, okay, let's switch to red. All right. The drawing will see like this sort of, and then you know, sort of a cross section of the boat. Well, that's okay. So like kind of like that, if that makes sense. That's what we'll be seeing. So yeah, we won't really see the curve at the back or the front. Okay. So actually, for that matter, I gotta play around with colors more. I always forget that. You know, it's good to differentiate. Actually, let's do orange. Okay. Really? What? Oh, not what I meant to do. Okay. So, and then. Christian fun fact, this is Danny Elfman who did the music for Beetlejuice and Nightmare Before Christmas. So that's fun. Oh nope, I lost. Let's redo this. I keep losing track of what I'm doing. Yeah, got a lot of fun music out there. Corpse Bride, yep, did that too. He voiced still have not seen Frankenweenie. I want to. Danny Elfman in Corpse Bride voiced the. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably not going to watch it right now for obvious reasons. Yeah. I mean, I know the gist. There was like a short live action version that I saw as a kid, which was cute too. Yeah, it'd be a bad time. What was I saying? Danny Elfman in Corpse Bride voiced the was he a bartender, I want to say? He's the one that sings Remains of the Day, which is also on this playlist. Die, die, we all pass away. And he does like a little scat breakdown, whatever. He's fun. All right. Maybe someday we'll make you watch Forbidden Zone, which he has a small role in. That is a weird. All right. You know the kind of like weird. Yeah. You know the kind of weird B movies and everything I like. When I say Forbidden Zone is like one of the weirdest movies, I do not say that lightly. It is odd. I will say, being able to rotate the canvas is super useful for this. Every time again, running through. This is from Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, which is also a classic. Okay. So, I don't really need any. Oh wait, did I do this? This is all in one. Okay, yeah, it's all in one layer. All right, well, I can get rid of this because we're not really going to use that. But this will be what the floor of the boat, the ground. I guess you'd still call it the floor, right? It feels wrong when you're talking about a boat, but like the floorboards, I guess. I don't know. All right, so that. All right, and then if that's, I think. All right, let's get rid of this. I think this needs to be a little bigger, but still pretty small. So let's. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I was gonna draw it following this line, but actually, it's probably. Hang on. Let's just do. Oh wait, I don't need to turn it. Even though the wall of the boat is a weird curve, the floor is probably not. They presumably made a straight floor for people to walk on. So do that, and then actually, for that matter, this curves way too much. So let's do. Something like that. I think that'll work. If anyone wants to listen to like one specific artist for October, this band Creature Feature, oh, so good. All their like, granted, just saw you post on trying to keep on top of things. But yeah, if anyone wants specifically October music, Creature Feature is so good. All their music is like specifically spooky, which, like, granted, downside is I never listen to them the rest of the year. You get the text. Yeah. Well, you know, maybe other if anyone else sees the Instagram stories, whatever, who knows. But yeah, I really like this band for October. It's so good. All right, so that'll be the floor of the boat, and that's the other railing of the boat. All right, so where do we want the mast? We could. I don't know if we want like this, and then it just like borders the picture, or if we want it like somewhere over here, and then like you can still see stuff on the other side of it. I think I am leaning towards that. Oh, How far back did I delete all those lines? Because I do kind of want them again for. Oh, okay. All right, I'm just gonna keep my mouse down here for a minute, so I know the spot. Okay. So, all right, this we were saying was the other side of the floor. So if this is the entire length of the boat, the mast is usually like in the middle, right? So that's actually around here. So if the mast comes up from the middle, we wouldn't really see, maybe we'll see like a drop of it. Then it goes up. I think that works. I think it needs to be a little wider though, because looking at this, I know this is very rough, but like, oh, well, let's just look. Yeah, I guess the main mast is about the size of a person. So, all right, well, let's just, all right, we'll draw a circle here. Let's do this on another layer first. Okay, so let's draw an oval about the size. Okay, so that's all right, gotta go back again. I should have just left all these lines until I was done. All right. So these haven't been. All right, so it should be about. All right. These orange lines are not like. I think they're actually. Yeah, if I was evenly rotating, I don't know how much this rotates, but each little click, I did 2 of those. So I guess these orange lines should all be evenly spaced. Although let me just add more. All right, so let's rotate this way. No, wait. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Now we've got them all. All right. So I think we're going to make the mast about 2 of these long. So if they're about here, okay, then it should be. Okay. Nope. All right. And I think I don't actually know. I feel like masts are slightly bigger at the base and get slightly smaller as they go up. I'm not actually sure though. Either way, I'm just going to make it a straight line up. I'm just going to make it fixed width. All right, so let's get rid of that circle. Oh, actually. All right, Alright, so yeah, we'll just see like a little bit of it. Put it like there, and then we'll do this. Actually, for that matter, maybe I should just draw, or let's skew. Let's see if that does what I want. Edit, transform. Where's the skew? Okay, there we go. That seems a bit more even. Here's Two Steps from Hell again. I think this song is trying to emulate Edward Scissorhands, because it feels very similar to that one. Also, Tim Burton and Danny Elfman. Although, it's really a Christmas... Well, it's not a Christmas movie, but it takes place at Christmas time, which is always so annoying, because, like, if a movie takes place at Christmas time, I don't want to watch it the rest of the year, but, like, it's really not about Christmas, so, like, it's not a Christmas movie either. So it's not like I feel like super like watching it during Christmas time. I don't know. I'm just complaining. All right, so get rid of that. Yeah, I think that will work. What is that one? Best Love Is Night. It's both, and that's why I like haven't watched it in so long. Christmas in it always feels too Christmassy to watch in Halloween, and it always feels too Halloweeny to watch during Christmas. You know, it could be like Thanksgiving or something, or like summer. Oh. But yeah, if I, where are you? And I'm so no. If I really had to pick one, I think I would lean towards Christmas, but not like not by an overwhelming, you know, easy decision. But given that the focus is on, you know, discovering and emulating Christmas, it does feel a little more Christmassy. All right, so we got the floorboards. Oh. Wow, I just remembered most of this. Oh, yeah. I just remembered we're not going to see most of this. Cuz let's see. This line. All right, yeah, so all right. Actually, I got to go back. I erased that line I shouldn't have. Okay. So, all right, well, we're getting rid of that either way. All of this was just to visualize. That's all the side of the boat. All right, so we're not going to see any of that. That's the one thing I hate about doing art, like proper wise, is like there's so much. There can be so much work that you end up like not even seeing in the final picture, just to like figure out things in the part you are looking at, you know? Ah, well. Okay, so... alright, so we can also get rid of this, because this is all going to be blocked by his body, and this is just to help line things up. Okay. Oh, get rid of that, bring this back. Alright. So now... we line this up, then we should be good. Have some of the background a little smaller. Okay. More or less accurate. Alright, so that very light for now. Alright. Let's change. Let's make the canvas a little bigger. Whoa. Oh, on this also. On this layer? Nope, not layer. Okay. Okay. Um. Hmm. Still not sure what I want the final aspect ratio of this picture to be. So I just want to make sure I have more space than I need so I can crop it later. So all right, we'll put that there for now. Move the microphone a little bit more. All right. All right. So let's. Things that make you go, Let's see. What? Let's do a fixed ratio. You don't have like. I don't think I want 3. Or we could do square maybe. Oh, I guess. Oh, crop has all the different. Let's see. 1 1 4 5 5. So what's 5 7? Well, rotate. Oh. All right, 5 7. Oh wow, 5 7 is pretty close to what we started with. So yeah, we'll do that. Whoops, get out of that. Don't actually want to crop it yet. All right, so let's actually delete this. Delete that. Those can stay where they are. Here we will that screen. Okay. All right. So this the ocean, the thing what have all the water. All right. Christian, this is a movie I'm never gonna show you. It is probably say it's a little much. Or, would be a little much for you. Very gory and violent. I like it, but I feel like I need to fix this. Oh, okay, you know what I'll do? Do this. New layer. Let's just alright, get a straight line, and then we'll just curve that. Warp. Oh wait, no, that does. If I draw a box around it, will that? Okay. So what if we just like bring this up here? Okay, wait. This. There. Goes. Okay. And then get a little bigger. You don't need this whole. You don't need this whole line, so let's get rid of that part. That part. All right, now let's make this bigger. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a much better, nice smooth curve. Curve your enthusiasm. Right, so that's way more than we need, so we can cut that. Dude. We'll cut all this. You go there. Yeah, it's actually pretty close to the original line I drew. Not bad. Okay. Erase the part on his fingers. All right. Why is it so quiet? Is this a bunch of? How is there 3 minutes left in this song? Oh, okay. It's not all silence, but there's a lot of silence. All right. Got a run time to get. Well, thanks for hanging out. Hope you have fun. It was good to see ya. Have fun with Mr. Foley. And so I finally wrote all the envelopes of wedding Ooh. When we got your card the other day, we were like, oh, I wonder if that's the no. But that's good. I'm sure it's a very annoying, boring, tedious, time-consuming project. So good job there. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for making me productive and entertaining. Yes, till next time. And deliver ours. Sounds good. Sounds good. Bye, Christian. All right, and oh wow, look at that. Ad break in 2 minutes. All right, so let's just. We can get rid of this. All right, we'll come. You know what? For the moon, let's just make a perfect circle for now, and then we can. Why is that? Oh, because I'm on that layer. Nope. That okay. And then let's select, modify, contract. Okay, perfect. We'll just. That is our temporary moon that we can play around with later. Okay, get rid of that. Oh, actually, for that matter, let's go back before I deleted all that part of that line, because I think I do want to use some of it. Okay, so copy that. Copy that. All right, go back to where we were. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, now. Oh, perfect. Okay. So that way, for this line, the top of the boat, we can have a better line. All right, well, let's do this. Erase that. And then on this side, go that way, just so we get a little extra runway to work with. All right, so this line, we'll put you like, oh, actually, let's stretch out a little bit. Okay, that'll be good. let's put it like... Let's do that. Oh, ad starts in 4 seconds. Commercial break. Well, I know the timer's never exact, but the timer hit 0, so it'll be starting any minute now. And then we'll come back to the boat. Yeah, everyone, stretch, get a snack, get a drink. Oh, potty. See you in a few. Alright, what do we got? About a minute left on ads. Not bad. Oh, bile. Pause the music. I love Star Fox. I wonder if any of the Star Fox sequels were any good. Like, I feel like every single one, I never played any of them, but just from reviews, none of them seem to, like, scratch the same itch as 64 did. A burger. Baby Godzilla never left. I might have I think I had that specific VHS. The cover looks very... I know we owned it, but the commercial looks very familiar, too. Absolutely free. Man, the things you had to do before YouTube to get random clips of monster movies. I should call that, see if it's still available. Okay. Commercials should be over. Let's back to business. Defeat the Huns. Okay. Yes. Playing with this one. Okay. There. Yeah, I think that works. This. Get rid of that. Okay, so this we just I just want to keep the orange lines. Opacity back up. Wife it. So we can get rid of that. Oh no, layer. Okay. Select. Alright. So that we can merge down. Get rid of that part. That. Okay. So now let's figure out. Alright, we'll merge that. New layer. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Fixed ratio. Alright. Was it 5.7 or 5? Alright, it was 5.7. Okay. Actually, let's there. Alright. 5.7 by 5. Okay. So let's figure out how much of this we actually want to be on screens. Well, let's start down here. Wait a minute. Did I deleted something by accident at some... Oh. Oh. I didn't mean to actually crop, but I must have cropped at some point. Okay. So, let's... I feel weird calling it crop when you're making it bigger. Because, like, in my head, crop is just making it smaller, but, like, I guess it's still cropping. But we got lots of room, lots of extra space to play. We got so much room for activities. All right. So, okay, so you go here. All right. Get rid of this little... Okay. So, show this fixed... Okay. So... Start... I guess... Alright, let's pick a corner. So I think... I don't really want it to go... any further than that, I think. Yeah. Alright, and then... How... Oops. Let's... Hang on here. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, put a line here for now. Actually, keep forgetting it can do different colors for the... Alright, so this will be our border. Red will be our border. I'm gonna... Alright, hear me out. I'm gonna put the moon here for a minute. I don't think it's gonna be here, but I want to be able to play around with the shape of the image without worrying about the moon yet, because I can't decide if I want to see the moon fully or, you know, if I want it to be in the corner or whatever, so we'll just figure out the other shape first and then we'll come back to it. Alright, so I think... Yeah, I don't want it to go too close to him. I definitely don't want him to be, like, off frame or anything. I don't want to go too far that way, so... I'll do... I like that. Alright. So... Alright, how far... I almost... Okay. Like... Well, alright, let's see if we were starting all the way down here... Oh. Well, there wouldn't be a lot of sky for the moon. Alright, I'm trying to just find, like, two things so I can start at one corner and then see from there how big we want to be. Oh, but maybe we shouldn't do that. Well, let's start with this line. Right. So... Oh, you know what we can do? Here, let's just do this really quick. Let's fill this in. Okay. Because now, instead of having to worry about the selection box... no, put my tools back where they were. Okay. Alright, so I wanna turn off the fix. Okay. So now, instead of worrying about the selection box, we can just resize this, and then we can move it. So... I feel like I want... Like, I want the hands and, like, the railing to be near the bottom of the image. I can't. Hmm. Oh. Actually, I guess I should decide now what I want to do with the moon. Because then, yeah, I think the moon will decide the other stuff. I feel like, all right, so if the wolf is this close to the edge of the frame, I don't want the moon to be right above him because that's just, I don't know, not good composition. I guess we could do this side, but like I feel like it should be this side. So maybe it should be cut off. Actually, for that matter, what size should it? I feel like that's a good big moon without being like too overwhelmingly big. Then we could do that and still see most of it. Do we want it in the corner? I'm so indecisive doing stuff like this. It's like, let's say, all right, let's say we put it there, and then, we only going to be the corner. It could be like that. That kind of, I feel like we need to see more of the moon. I don't know. Oops, wrong layer. Wrong layer. There we go. There's the moon. Maybe we do put it over here. Or for that matter, get rid of that layer. Okay. Do we think if we move this over further? Alright, I guess I'll say that's the furthest we can go because I don't want to figure out that curved line again. Alright, so let me just bend this a little bit on this side. I just want it to line up. Okay, good enough. And then on this side, we'll... There we go. Okay. So if we did that, then we would have more room to keep the moon over his shoulder. Then again, is that too much like empty space? Like all around here? Sorry, I'm so indecisive. Like maybe we do something like this and it's like cut off a little bit by the mast. That could be kind of cool. Actually, you know what, for that matter too, let's just make that its own layer. We don't have to keep selecting it. Moon. Okay, now it's just its own thing. We can move it independently. Excuse me, swallowed wrong. I survived. Okay, just gotta think this. It's like, it's so hard to decide because one thing affects the other. Like, I don't know which to focus on first. Yeah, art is hard. Well, we did that. Like, let's just say we did that. And the moon. I don't know, moon in the middle could work, I guess. I feel like if it's in the corner, it needs to be a lot bigger, like something like that. So I don't want it to touch the walls exactly like that. That's what we call a tangent, and I don't know, it's not good for whatever reason. So this is where I keep wanting to land, but I feel like that leaves too much empty space. Okay. Okay, just gotta keep talking it through. But what if we go this way? Well, actually, what about having the moon something like that? That might work. Do something like that. Oh, or for that matter, something like that. Where the top is cut off. That. Alright, I'm kind of liking that actually. So what if we did something like this? That way... That way we don't have all the empty space over here because the moon sort of, you know, fills this area. What if... Alright, what if we made it a little smaller and did that, like, behind the mast? That looks kind of cool. Or even just like this. What if we only saw that much of it? Yeah. I feel like, alright, I feel like if the moon is over here, we need to have the werewolf more center frame. So that way it can like be over his shoulder and not like directly above him. But I feel like if it's over here, we should cut the frame closer to the side. Or, you know, move the wolf closer to the side. Hate being so indecisive, I'm sorry. Sometimes I'll just like waffle back and forth on stuff like this for like so long. Yeah, because like in our original little thumbnail that we're kind of working from, that I'm gonna lose my board. I also kind of want to do it low, like almost like a sunrise or a sunset. But no, I feel like it should be high up in the sky. Man, I can't even decide on the size I want the moon to be. I guess you could do something like that. Oh, you know what? So if I do the moon somewhere over here, let's make it bigger in. Yeah, we can play around with fun like lighting reflections on the water. Whereas if it's over here, you don't really get as much room to see it. So, you know what? I'm gonna commit that much. That we're gonna move the frame a little bit. We're gonna have the moon somewhere on this side of him. I know, it's a big step. I cannot believe I've been wearing my hat forward this whole time, hiding my beautiful forehead from the world. I'm so sorry. You can tell it's been a while since I've drawn, since I don't even remember my routine. All right. I still can't decide how much of like this part of the boat I want to see. All right, but I think I think I am happy with the border being like on this side. I think I'm happy with that. So maybe no. Let's zoom in a little bit. Your hat makes. Ooh, I'm a ghost. I did debate like going full ghost, but I was like, I don't feel like messing with the green screen settings right now. I'm slightly ghostly. My hat died 50 years ago. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I feel like the front of the boat is boring. I'd rather get more sky than boat. Because if we're keeping this aspect ratio, which we are, because I don't even want to introduce another variable. But yeah, I think I'd rather see more sky than boat. I feel like this is a good middle ground. We want to go up a little bit. Because I also don't want too much of this side, everything right of the mast. Oops. That's the so like all right. So if the width wise, if we cut off the picture around there, maybe do like this, maybe. And then okay, so the moon we could have like I think this something like this. We could have like dead center here. Well, dead center of. Oh look, I made an egg. Dead center of this like square of the sky. We could have it. We only see the top's cut off. We could have it peeking behind the mast. I do still kind of like. Ooh. I want to do something like this. Where it's like his silhouette covers it up. No. If I were doing like I don't even know what the word for it is, like all I can think of is tarot card, but like something that's more of like a symbol, like a pattern. But like having a circle directly behind him being a halo, that would be cool. If I weren't doing like background and I don't know, does that make any sense? I don't know what I'm trying to say. It would be cool for a different style of art than this. Like geometric sort of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I get it. Okay, at least someone gets it. Must be the season of the witch. Must be the season of the witch. Yeah. Nah. As fun as that would be, I don't think I want it too low in the sky, because then it'd have to be. I feel like it would have to be small, but I do still want to have it relatively big. So. Let's see. If it were cut off by the mast. I feel like I don't want the reflection to be cut off, so maybe we will keep it over here. I just can't decide how I feel about having it like the top cut off. If I wanted the reflection to go there, what would be the best place for the moon? Actually, that's... should have kept my horizon lines. I guess that will probably be like the shape of the rays. Maybe. I am so indecisive. Man, who'd have thought the moon would end up giving me the most trouble in this friggin' picture? Kind of like that. Pretty low in the sky. I do like that. That might work. I feel like now I've been looking at it for too long. Hoy vey. I just cannot make up my mind. And maybe I will put it up there. Something like that could be cool, just having the half circle coming up. No, I feel like we need a big full moon. I don't think we're gonna need any of that. Maybe we do have it cut off a little bit. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. I'm not decided, but I'm never certain about things. So I feel like we just need to pick one and commit. And yes, obviously by we, I mean moi. Not sure. I don't know. You don't need to worry about the moon reflection right now. Got the gist of it. Alright. So... Let's do there. All right. Okay. All right, we got a border now. Thank you for your service, red rectangle, but we no longer have need of you. All right. Make this. How big is this? I think I've lost all sense. Make it a little bigger. There's a grave robber at large. Actually, let's do a different color. Let's do green. I don't think we're gonna have much green in the picture, so it will stand out nicely. All right. Yeah. All right. Actually, for that matter, do we need any of the reference images, or can we crop it? Let's do this. Just so I remember. Whoops. Remember that I wanted to do the rim lighting. That in there. Right. And also, if he's in shadow, I'm not sure how much of the body we're even gonna see. So this part of the mast will also be shadowed. I'm gonna do like really heavy shadows, so it's like very dark and moody. That'll be all right. So clouds, so we don't forget about them. And then, did we want to do any blood? Well, and then, yeah, we don't need that. Oh, yes, forgot. All the rope and rigging and all that. Oops. All right. So maybe do like something like this. Where else did they have? This is even harder with the two boats. So much rope. Maybe something. Also, don't. I want it to be accurate, but I don't want it to be too busy. Could you grab a new ref? Maybe. I also don't want to get hung up in the ropes either. Like I just want enough to like, get the feeling of it across. Where are we? That's just. Yeah, I think if I get stuck committing to something when it could be easier. Yeah. You know how that makes me feel? Like, they're all tied up here, and then they go down to these things.
Do it, lady.
Do it, lady. Oh, excuse me. Do it, lady. Yeah, I think if I just have like the 3, I think that'll get the feeling across. So, is that gonna mess up how the moon looks though? Now that we spent forever. Oh, now that I shaded the werewolf, instead of a wolf, alright, yeah. I'm seeing like a bird beak, and like the teeth are his chin. So, oh, maybe we'll put one on this side. I think. And then maybe it's like that. And then I think that'll work. And then the moon shining through the rope does look kind of cool. Ooh, all right. So in that case, can here and then select that. And then crop. Where's the... Okay, there we go. Okay, so this will be our... If we really need it, it's still there. This layer. Nothing? Okay. All right. I kind of wanted to get this more finished, but that took a while. I think we're gonna call it here. My brain is a little fried. Did not expect to think so long about boats and the perspective of boats and the ropes and you know all that. Whoops. Hit screen. There we go. No one ever sees a boat coming. A lot of accidents. But this was Wolfman Columbus. All right, so some things looking forward. Next week. Sure did. That was my first thought as well. Yeah, sleepaway camp. Okay. Next week, maybe we'll finish this. Maybe we'll roll a new thing on the list. Undecided. Maybe see how we're feeling. Tomorrow we will be going back to our quiet co-working chill, just hanging out while I do work. And then same on Thursday, and then Friday games as per usual. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all the important stuff. Thank y'all for hanging out today. Hope you had fun. I know I sure did. Jen and Christian Labs, anyone else just lurking, you're all always very welcome and appreciated. And yeah, I lurk in a lot of chats, so that's always cool with me as well. Yeah, have a good night, everyone. Thank you again. I keep feeling like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think so. Yeah, we'll do some co-working tomorrow. Nice, chill, relaxed day. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great night. Till next time, take care. I think that's probably it. I don't have that much important stuff to ever announce. All right, yeah. Good night, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye.